Hello, everyone. The polls in New York State closed last night at 9 p.m. So I watched the election results from 9 p.m. to 5 o'clock in the morning, and I thought I would be angry with the results. But the more I understand the poll numbers and the political analysis, my anger has been replaced with acceptance. I realized I was right about Trump and Harris all along. When Biden and the Democrats let Title 42 expire, I thought they opened a way for Trump to win. And that's what happened. Um, yeah, he won the South. So I do think the immigration problem was a big factor when it came to Americans living in that part of the country. Another thing I was right about when Biden dropped out of the race, I said many parts of the country are not ready for a woman of color to be president. Harris is from California, Walz is from Minnesota. So if you look at the map, Harris won California, Minnesota, the Northeast, and the Northwest. The rest of the country, for the most part, went to Trump. If I was on Biden's campaign team, I would have said to him, don't drop out. But according to more data that I was looking at today, it seems that the Democrats are blaming Biden for Harris's loss, that he didn't drop out soon enough. I disagree. You cannot ignore racism and sexism. Those two things will play a factor in some of the votes. Just because Hillary Clinton won the popular vote 8 years ago doesn't mean Harris was going to win the popular vote. That's why last night Trump finally won the popular vote by 5 million. Another issue is time. Last night I was reminded that we live in a country that falls under four time zones. This country is so big, a flight from New York to LA is 6 hours. A flight from New York to the Bahamas is three. So you can't run a campaign for the presidency in 107 days. If you blame Biden for Harris losing, that means you think he should have dropped out at least in November 2023, thereby giving her a year to run for president. That's why I think blaming Biden is not fair. You need at least a year for a campaign. What the results also told me that I think we all forgot. Many voters asked themselves, am I better off now than I was 4 years ago? And the answer determines who they vote for. I mean, it is what it is. Because of where I live, most of my economic problems come from issues with the mayor and the state governor. I do agree that inflation is a problem. So, yes, most of us are spending more on groceries than 4 years ago, but I am not hopeful that Trump will turn things around. So, look, it is a fact, not my opinion, that in 2016, Trump became the first president without any prior military or government experience. As a result, his first term was filled with problems. And the sad part is, he ran against a more qualified woman, Clinton, and he won the Electoral College. Then, during Biden's term, Trump overshadowed Biden, and the American mainstream media was guilty of talking about Trump nonstop for one reason or another. I even blame the American mainstream media's attention on Trump these past 4 years to be a big factor in him winning last night. I was watching Bill Maher, and he said Harris won't win because she is not popular. The results proved him right. Trump is way more popular than Harris, but she is more qualified than him. And then yesterday he won again. So if Trump leaves office in 2029, this country will have to tolerate 12 years of Trump. And even though I understand and I accept the results, I have lost hope. I'm not going to lie. I was sad and surprised when I went to vote that Jill Stein was not on the ballot at all. She was on the ballot in 2016. She did not run in 2020, and she was not on the ballot this year in my state or in my county, even though she has been campaigning since January. However, I am happy that the Black community came out to vote and support Harris. Um, Black men and Black women together supported Harris more than any other demographic in the country, which is great. It's nice to see that we were all united for one cause. I'm very happy about that, very grateful for that. So I am really tired of the politics. So this is going to be the last video that I do about politics in a really long time. Let's see what Trump does in the next second term. So yeah, I'm just going to sit back and watch it all play out.